Tesla hidden features. There's a lot. Some are just cool party tricks, others are actually really useful to the point where I use them just about every day. And I have 10 of them that I'll go over that I use just about every day. And then I included 2 bonus ones that are also useful, but I don't use as much. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the first of these, and that is that you can set your trunk opening height. So Tesla trunks open really wide, which is great unless you have small ceilings in your garage or if you're in a parking garage or something like that. Someone in our household opened our trunk in the garage all the way, and our garage is not very tall, so it left a small dent on our trunk, so we got a spoiler to cover it up. So if you don't want to be like us, you can actually adjust how high you want your trunk to open. To do this, just open your trunk and then drag it to where you want it to open, and then hold this button until you hear this sound. And from now on, whenever you open your trunk, it'll only open to this height that you set it at. And it's actually location specific, so if you want a full opening at the grocery store and only a small opening in your garage, you can do that. Number 2, we have the blind spot camera. This is one of my favorite features in general, and the feature itself isn't hidden, but the fact that you can move this camera around is sort of hidden. First, you have to go into your settings and of course turn on your blind spot camera, and then turn on your turn signal. When the camera pops up on the screen, you can hold it and it'll give you the option to place it in 3 different spots on your screen, so you can put it wherever is easiest for you to see. Number 3 on my list are the app quick controls. When you open the Tesla app, you actually have some quick control icons, and you can actually customize these. If you press and hold an icon, all the quick controls will pop up, and there's some here that you might not have even known about. You can then, of course, drag which ones you want to have as quick access to the top menu here. And staying here for a second, there is kind of a double secret hidden feature here. You'll see that there's only 4 quick control icons that you can have. However, there is a way to add a 5th icon on this menu. If you drag an icon all the way to the right on the screen, a little gray box will pop up. You can let the icon go here, and then you'll be able to have a 5th quick control icon. Now I don't know why, but Tesla makes adding this 5th icon really hard. For me, what works best, and it sounds silly, but I promise you, if you do this, it'll be easier. If you use your left thumb to hold the icon and take your phone screen off, usually that's the way to get it done. 4th on my list, sticking it to our phone, we have the ability to add a Tesla widget to our phone screen. So those app quick controls are pretty cool, but you still have to open the app to actually use them, which isn't hard. But there's an even more convenient way to get to these. I'm not sure about Android, but on iPhone, if you hold the screen, you can hit Edit and Add Widget. Go down to Tesla, and they have a few widgets to choose from. One is very convenient that shows your car, your battery, and your customized quick controls. Number 5, I want to talk about the left scroll wheel shortcut. There's a lot of things to do in the Tesla menu, and sometimes you don't want to have to go through the entire menu just to do one thing. Luckily, you can use the left scroll wheel button as a customizable shortcut to any function you want. If you push and hold the left scroll wheel button in, a small menu will pop up on the screen. You can use that same left scroll wheel to look through this menu on what you can set this shortcut at, and then of course you can select whatever you want. For example, we have ours set to open glove box. So instead of going to the menu to open the glove box, we just hold the left scroll wheel in for like a second or two, and our glove box opens. Number 6 on my list is the ability to sync your calendar. Now, I never actually used my phone's calendar until I found out about how convenient this one actually is. If you go to your Tesla profile on your app, you can enable a setting called Calendar Sync. And it syncs everything. It syncs the name of your calendar event, the time of your event, and most importantly, the location of your event. So with this on, you can just open the Tesla calendar app, see your events, and then tap the navigate button and it'll show up in your navigation. You can even take this a step further. On your car's touchscreen, go to Controls, Navigation, and you can toggle a setting called Automatic Navigation. What this does is if you get into your car before a calendar event begins, You don't even have to open the calendar app. The car will already be navigated to your next calendar event. Number 7 I want to talk about are the touchscreen controls on your Tesla. To control the climate and the volume, of course, you just tap the icons left or right respectively. But if you're driving, it can be hard to be precise with your finger on where you want to tap. So rather than tapping the arrows, you can just place your finger somewhere in the vicinity of the climate or volume icon and swipe left or right to control the climate or the volume. Number 8 are the custom lock sounds. Teslas have a lot of lock sounds to choose from, but in the options, you'll see one that says USB, and you can literally make this one whatever you want. Take out the USB from the glove box, download any sound on your computer, and rename it to lockchime.wav. Put the USB back in your Tesla, then go back to the toy box and select USB from this lock sound menu. And now, whenever your car locks, you'll hear this sound that you have on your USB. Now do note, it can be loud, so just make sure it's appropriate, or don't, I don't care, just don't blame me if it's not. Number 9, I want to talk about easy entry. So you create your driver profile, adjust your seats and your steering wheel and all that however you want it to be at while you're driving. But especially in a Model 3, your driving position can be a little low and reclined, which may make it harder to get in and out of your car. So you can go back to your driver profile and enable a setting called Easy Entry. What this does is positions your seat and wheel when you're parked, so how you want it set at for when you're getting in and out of your car. For me and my Model 3, I put my Easy Entry to push the steering wheel in and up, and then have my seat come much higher, so it's not super hard for me to get in and out of all the time. And then when I get in my car, all you do is just tap the brake, and the seat and the steering wheel go to your driver profile position for when you're driving. And then at number 10, I want to talk about how to declutter the Tesla menu. Teslas have a lot of apps. A lot of them are music streaming apps that you'll probably never use. I mean, you'll use some of them, of course, but nobody uses every single one of these music apps. So what you can do in your settings, if you go to sources, you can enable and disable all of these streaming apps. So for the ones you never use, you can just turn them off. And now when you open your Tesla menu, there will be a lot less going on and it'll be easier to navigate your apps. So there's my list of 10 apps that I use just about every day, but I did say I had 2 extra ones that I use maybe not as much, but are still very useful. So I want to share those with you as well. The first of those is the ability to navigate from your phone. So if you're planning like food or shopping or something on your phone, you can share where you want to go directly from your Apple or Google Maps app to your Tesla. So once you have the address of the place you want to go in your Maps app, hit the share icon and scroll through the apps to the Tesla app. This will share the address, so now when you get in your Tesla, the navigation is already set to your destination and you can just go. And my second bonus one is the ability to get some extra streaming services. So I don't watch YouTube or Netflix all the time in my Tesla, but when I do, I'm not limited to only the apps that Tesla has. If you go to the browser app, you can bookmark a website called abettertheater.com. On this website, you will have access to any of these apps that you see here. And no, you still can't watch anything while you're driving, but it is cool to be able to watch like any live sports on ESPN directly from your Tesla. So there is my full list of Tesla hidden features that aren't just party tricks, but ones that you can actually use just about every day. I hope this video was helpful. If you have one that you think I missed that you use a lot, let me know in the comments down below. But as always, thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next one.